Hi and welcome to my short progress video on SCUNK, formerly known as ScummC. I don't really have a clue yet what SCUNK actually stands for. I mean, it could stand for Script Creation Utility for nerdy knights or nerdy coders with, with stylized K coders with K. Uh, then of course it wouldn't make sense because yeah, I use the C there. Anyhow, it could also stand for Northern Kingdom if I ever make a game with it. I would probably name it like something like Northern Kingdom. In any case, so let's actually check out this game called SCUNK Game, which is the road example. But as for those who know the road example, they will notice some slight differences. So right there, there's actually some audio, because the road example had broken audio. Like it was referenced, but then it was never actually used, so the linker didn't even link it in. I added some. The funder wasn't in the original. That was just a WAV file I converted because right now I'm actually working on integrating with WAV. So instead of having to deal with 8-bit VOC files, you can just take a regular WAV recording. So far it's limited to mono. Eventually I will probably make it so that you can actually combine channels. But right now it's mono, 16, 24-bit WAV, and it automatically compiles it into a 8-bit 22K kilohertz VOC file, so VOC file. So it should make things very much easier. I'm still integrating it into the build system. I haven't yet polished the commits, so it's nothing online yet on my GitHub. And then there's also this sound effect.
Let's go there.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Well, everything else is just. I've never actually played that demo to the end, if there even is an end.
Let's go there.
And this is actually kind of randomized. Okay.
Let's go there.
It should be randomized. In this case, yeah, it is randomized. Yeah. So that audio clip is kind of randomized. So I'm also kind of showing off the randomize function inside ScummC, SCUNK. The original Scum had that too. It's an opcode. It's pretty nice, to be honest. Pretty straightforward.
Let's go there.
Okay, pretty nice. Let's talk to Santa here. There's a couple options. I actually want to add some more examples. And one example I think would be pretty cool would be an example on how to actually do just dialogues. I mean, this is pretty close to just that, but like a sword fighting dialogue system, like in Monkey Island, Secret of Monkey Island, would be kind of nice. Let's pick Beastie, a red guy with trident. What is this place? Are really Santa or just some guy in a red coat? Not on duty, so don't expect any presents. Okay, so have a nice day. So most of the demo is, I think, just some sort of pseudo isometric view and kind of showing off the. There's some randomizer in there as well in the dialogues, but mostly it's a pretty simple demo. But yeah, I've got audio working, which was extremely hard on just the default ScummC, because you have to convert it manually. There's like, I use lib sound file. There's a sound file converter program which works nicely. SOX doesn't work for some reason, but sound file converter works. So I kind of nabbed some of the code off of that from my Wave 2 block. And yeah, pretty much the plan for this engine for the future is, first of all, there's going to be a high resolution version. I'm not quite sure if we want to go like all the way up. I could probably make it work in like 1080p. I don't know. Haven't checked, but it's possible. I don't know if we would run out of, if the virtual machine, if the bytecode interpreter would run out of memory if we did that. If it would work fine. I do know it works fine with 640, 480, which was the resolution of Curse of Monkey Island. That works fine. In ScummC. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm probably gonna remove ScummC because there's issues with it, and I don't think it's the right solid basis. It would take a lot of time. I'm doing that in my free time. I'm also hoping to get a job as a game engine engineer in the industry. So yeah, time is limited, and I just want to get a good head start and actually make something with Scum now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think we can go pretty far with that. Eventually, I've read Ron Gilbert's Grumpy Gamers blog post. I think that was April 4th, where he like talked about how he implemented a dialogue system that just sits outside and is kind of like ink-like. We can probably do that for Scum too, for Skunk. We can probably have a special dialogue format. Maybe we'll even use ink, and then just include that ink file, and the compiler does all the rest in the background and just converts it to regular Skunk or ScummC or whatever you want to call it now code. Also ScummC, I'm not quite fond of the ScummC syntax. There's definitely some room for improvement, so we might actually do that as well. There's a lot of things I want to do with it. One thing I kind of, it's not in this ScummC implementation anyways, because the ScummC is not done, but I kind of want something like Smush, like The Dig and Curse of Monkey Island and Full Throttle. They all had these really nice, really straightforward little movie files playing, cutscenes, and that would be kind of nice. ScummC, if you look really closely with Sam & Max did have sort of cutscenes, like characters up close, but they weren't actually cutscenes. They were actually just enlarged sprites, large bitmaps that just filled the screen, and it was just repeating. It was really simple, really primitive. In any case, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, we got that. Oh yeah, the ScummC test menu, obviously we need to rename that to Skunk. And also, this needs an overhaul because this looks goddamn ugly. Anyhow, that's it. That's it for the first progress on Skunk. See you next time.